Hi, welcome to Soge King Recaps. Today I will talk about the first season of the anime titled Record of Ragnarok. In the Council of Valhalla, the gods who created mankind gather to decide humanity's fate. Zeus leads the meeting, contemplating whether to grant another 1,000 years to humanity or bring about their end. Shiva and Aphrodite voice their support for humanity's extinction, mentioning their lack of reform and the degradation of the world. With unanimous agreement, the gods prepare to announce mankind's end. However, Brunhilde, a Valkyrie, intervenes, proposing a test of power to demonstrate their superiority. She suggests Ragnarok, a one-on-one battle between 13 humans and gods. If the gods win 7 battles, humanity will be eliminated, but if humans achieve 7 victories, they'll be granted another 1,000 years. Though the gods initially laugh at the notion of a human defeating a god, Brunhilde's taunts lead them to accept the challenge. Zeus approves, tasking Brunhilde to choose the human fighters. The epic Ragnarok commences at Valhalla Arena, with Heimdall announcing the beginning of the battles. The first representatives are Thor, the god of thunder, and Lu Bu, the toughest Chinese hero. During the battle, Thor blocks Lu Bu's initial attack and retaliates, but Lu Bu manages to block Thor's strike. In ancient times, Asgard faced an invasion from frost giants, and Thor displayed his incredible power, obliterating the entire army single-handedly with his legendary electric hammer. Back at the arena, all gods expect Thor's hammer to end Lu Bu, but to their surprise, Lu Bu pushes back and wounds Thor. This surprises everyone, and they contemplate the possibility of friendship between Lu Bu and Thor if they had been born in the same era. Flashbacks reveal Lu Bu's quest for worthy opponents, leading to his capture by Cao Cao because he became bored of fighting. It becomes clear that no human weapon could withstand Thor's Mjolnir, but Brunhilde's plan involves arming humans with weapons of the gods. As the battle unfolds, Brunhilde's true intentions remain a mystery, but her summoning of the 13 Valkyries sparks curiosity and concern among the gods, especially Gol, who wonders about Brunhilde's plans. Before Ragnarok, Brunhilde consults Rangriz, the 4th sister among the Valkyries, about Thor's 2 sacred weapons, his iron gloves, Jerngraper, and his hammer, Mjolnir. Though Brunhilde finds them to be unfair advantages, they must overcome them to defeat Thor. Rangriz agrees to dedicate her body as a Volander, a sacred weapon formed by the hidden power of Valkyries. During the battle, Lu Bu's halberd begins to glow, revealing the transformation of Rangriz into the weapon. As he strikes, Thor's iron gloves start to crack, and the gods are astonished. Hermes explains that the Valkyries' true mission is to guide great warriors to heaven and prepare them for a battle against the gods in Ragnarok. As the fight intensifies, Mjolnir starts to heat up, and Thor reveals a surprising truth about the gloves, indicating they restrain his power to avoid awakening Mjolnir prematurely. Thor throws the hammer, but Lu Bu dodges it and avoids another attack from behind. Meanwhile, Brunhilde receives the full list of Ragnarok participants, and the human side is referred to as the Einherjar. On the other hand, Lu Bu manages to block Thor's hammer attack, but his legs break under the immense force. Zeus appreciates the head-to-head fight, but sees the inevitable end for Lu Bu. As Thor prepares to strike again, Chen Gong laments the fate of his master. However, Lu Bu's trusty horse, Red Hair, enters the arena, inspiring everyone to cheer for him. Against all odds, Lu Bu stands up and gets on Red Hair's back. Lu Bu recalls his childhood, his astonishment of lightning, and his unyielding determination to face challenging opponents. His years of practice granted him superhuman strength, and he learned the Sky Eater technique. As they clash, Lu Bu's halberd breaks and Rangriz reverts to her original form. Undefeated, Lu Bu charges at Thor for one last attack, but Thor swiftly beheads him. Heimdall declares Thor the winner, and the gods celebrate their victory in Ragnarok. After Lu Bu's valiant death, Thor starts to leave the arena. However, Lu Bu's army refuses to live without their master and charges at Thor, seeking to die alongside him. Thor accepts their offering and kills them. Gol wonders about Lu Bu and Rangriz's fate, and Brunhilde explains that their souls will die without any chance of rebirth or salvation. Brunhilde selects the next fighter, the one who detests the gods the most, a man who rebelled against God Adam, the father of all mankind. Unexpectedly, the gods' next chosen fighter, Shiva, fails to appear, and it turns out that Zeus, the strongest god, is the replacement. Gol and Brunhilde are shocked by this revelation. As Hermes plays songs, Zeus dances and transforms, becoming buffed and larger. The humans are amazed by Zeus's true form, while Brunhilde never expected him to participate in the second round. Heimdall reveals Zeus's history as the godfather of the cosmos who killed his own father, Kronos. As the second round's announcement approaches, Shiva gets ready to go out. However, Zeus insists that it's his turn to fight. Shiva gets angry but ultimately gives up his turn. The second round begins and Ares sits beside Hermes. Zeus warns Adam that without a Volunder, the fight will end quickly. Adam points to the sky, where Regenleaf, the seventh Valkyrie, descends on a Pegasus. She becomes a Valen and transforms into Adam's knuckle duster, and the battle begins. Zeus launches meteor jab with incredible speed, but Adam easily dodges. Adam surprises Zeus by copying his technique. Brunhilde explains that by using divine reflection, Adam can mimic any technique he sees, as he was created as God's image. Zeus intensifies his attacks, but Adam continues to copy them and gains the upper hand. Zeus recalls the fist that surpassed time, a technique he learned from defeating his father Kronos. As Zeus uses it, time seems to stop, but Adam still copies the move and strikes Zeus, causing him to fall. The god of war, Ares, explains that even he couldn't perceive Zeus' last punch, which was too fast for anyone to follow. As Heimdall announces Zeus' fall, Brunhilde attributes Adam's strength to his hatred for the gods. In the past, when Eve faced trial for eating the forbidden fruit, Adam stood by her, biting and spitting apples to prove her innocence. When the serpent attacked, Adam swiftly defeated him and chose to leave paradise with Eve. Humanity celebrated this as their first victory against gods. However, Zeus stops Heimdall from declaring Adam the winner. He reveals his understanding of Adam's true intentions and asks him why he fights the gods. Adam explains that it's not out of hatred or revenge, but to protect his children, mankind. Zeus admires Adam's love for humanity, but insists that he must use his final form. As Zeus crushes and shrinks his own body, the gods tremble in fear. Adam takes a fighting stance as everyone senses the impending danger. When the smoke clears, Zeus reveals his final form, Adamas form, showcasing an unimaginable power that frightens even Loki, the god of deceit. In Adamas form, Zeus can sustain his power for about 12 to 13 minutes, but due to the damage he took, Hermes believes he can maintain it for only 5 minutes. Zeus uses his secret technique, God's true right, releasing powerful punches with lightning speed. Adam copies the technique and strikes Zeus back, initiating an intense exchange of blows. As their fight continues, Adam starts to bleed, overheating from copying Zeus's endless punches. Loki realizes Adam's limit is near, but also acknowledges that Zeus's body is reaching its threshold. Adam refuses to give up and takes blow after blow from Zeus to protect his children. He finally grabs Zeus by the head, unleashing a series of strikes. However, Adam becomes blind due to blood in his eyes. Despite his blindness, he takes a defensive stance, taking more hits from Zeus. With one final punch, Adam manages to bring Zeus to his knees, and his Adamas form is undone. Zeus declares himself the winner, but upon closer inspection, it's revealed that Adam had already died before falling to the ground, but he kept fighting even in death. Regenleif's soul shatters alongside Adam's, and Heimdall proclaims Zeus as the victor. In the aftermath, Chris comforts Gaul, revealing that Volunder means becoming one with the weapon and fighting and dying together. Brunhilde receives a message revealing Poseidon as the next god to fight. An elderly Kojiro Sasaki emerges as the chosen human, claiming his evolution is still ongoing despite having died 400 years ago. Brunhilde asks Chris if she can fight next. Chris agrees, and the arena is transformed into a water-filled battleground. Heimdall introduces Poseidon as one of the most fearsome among the gods, and as he makes his grand entrance. He then introduces Kojiro, referring to him as the greatest loser in history. Humanity wonders if the aged Kojiro stands a chance against the mighty Poseidon. Kojiro draws his sword and astounds everyone by calming the raging waves. Musashi Miyamoto, watching from afar, acknowledges Kojiro's achievement and admits that he is indeed the true greatest swordsman. As the fight is about to begin, both Kojiro and Poseidon wait for their opponent to make the first move. Ares thinks they are preparing for counterattacks, but Hermes corrects him, revealing that Poseidon will crush any opponent that dares to enter his range. In his mind, Kojiro envisions attacking Poseidon multiple times, but he keeps getting killed in each scenario. As the battle unfolds, Gaul realizes that Poseidon is indeed the most fearsome among the 12 gods of Olympus. Brunhilde explains that there used to be 13 gods, including Adamas, the older brother of Zeus and Poseidon. Long ago, Adamas rebelled against Zeus, seeking support from other gods like Poseidon and Hermes, but he was met with rejection and was ultimately killed by Poseidon. Hermes recalls the story of Adamas and how he was erased from history and forgotten. Hermes reveals to Ares that he was the traitor among the Olympians during the rebellion. Meanwhile, Kojiro sits on the ground, wondering how he can survive this battle. During the Sengoku period, Kagekatsu Toda trains at the Toda Dojo. When Kojiro arrives late, Kagekatsu scolds him, but Kojiro takes it as a compliment. They spar and Kojiro is eventually disarmed. Toda questions why Kojiro gave up so easily, and he explains that he sees no chance of winning and fears getting injured. Kojiro spends 6 months in the forest, training and imitating animals to learn the secrets of battle. He returns to the dojo with a muscular physique and claims he can defeat Kajikatsu without fighting him. Kajikatsu attempts to attack, but he sees his own death and admits defeat. Several years later, Toda visits Kojiro and is amazed by his training dedication. He declines Toda's offer to join the Asakura clan, as he finds nothing of interest there. As Kojiro faces Poseidon, he decides to make the first move, using his Tsubayum Gashi technique. Poseidon attacks, but Kojiro manages to dodge by predicting his moves. However, Poseidon's speed exceeds Kojiro's expectations, and he gets hit. Despite this, Kojiro surprises everyone with his ability to predict the movements of gods, a skill he honed through mental practice. Poseidon taunts Kojiro, who recalls his previous battle with Musashi Miyamoto. Meanwhile, Brunhilde explains that Kojiro can't see Poseidon's moves but has experienced them repeatedly in his mind. Despite receiving an injury from Poseidon, Kojiro stands up. He enrages Poseidon with his words. Annoyed, Poseidon attacks, but Kojiro expertly avoids all the hits. Hermes notes that Poseidon's true skills are unknown to other gods. They continue fighting, and Kojiro tries using Ganri technique, but Poseidon dodges and breaks Kojiro's blade. Despite wanting to surrender, Kojiro can't bring himself to do it. He recalls his past duel with Musashi Miyamoto and how he couldn't stop fighting even when he knew it was time to surrender. He picks up his broken blade and it transforms into two swords thanks to Frist's dual personalities. Kojiro continues the fight, inflicting cuts on Poseidon. But soon Poseidon launches the Medusa Alok Demeter attack on Kojiro, leaving him in a seemingly hopeless situation. Determined to win, Kojiro evades Poseidon's strikes, closing in on him and utilizing the Ninten Ganryu Oji technique. He slices Poseidon's right arm and trident, then his left arm. Undeterred, Poseidon grips the trident with his teeth, but Kojiro's expertise with Musashi's moves allows him to slice Poseidon into 4 pieces, claiming humanity's first victory. The gods sit in shock at the unexpected outcome, while mankind celebrates. As Kojiro starts to fall from exhaustion, Frist catches him. In Zeus' room, Shiva and Loki are angered by the result, but Zeus remains calm, acknowledging mankind's strength and Brunhilde's determination to defeat the gods. They agree that a Greek god should be the next fighter. Next, the arena transforms into 19th century London, with Jack the Ripper announced as mankind's fighter, while the god's fighter is revealed to be Heracles, half-god, half-man who conquered the Nemean lion and Cerberus. And that concludes our recap of the first season of the anime. If you have not already then, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel to stay updated on all the latest anime recaps and reviews. Don't forget to ring the notification bell so you never miss a moment of anime greatness. Until the next video, stay tuned and keep exploring the extraordinary realm of anime with us.